Hey guys, it's Throwing with Molly. I'm Molly Sanier. My sister Blair is here tonight.
Hey guys!
Hey Blair. Blair is trimming for the second time ever. Once you turn it on and make it spin, it could easily go flying off if you don't balance your pressure and keep like a downward. Like if you lift it up and over, you can knock it off. So what I do first is make sure, does it still feel pretty centered?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're different trim tools. Let me show you a couple. Blair's just warming back up, guys. Oop, there goes one. Different sizes, and every edge translates on the clay. So you could have like a sharp diagonal or like a rounded, whatever you want. So first I start with like the widest one, like this. Alright. Your trim tool is anchored in your right hand.
Okay.
And it's like a potato peeler. You just let it kind of run, but you never just do this hand. They're connected, and this pressure balances that pressure. So if this is here, it's there. If it's here, they're always balanced. They work together as one, connected. So like this. And like trimming ribbons are the most satisfying thing.
Cool.
You want to mimic the curve you made on the inside. So if you're just doing that, then you trim to match. And we just stick on the outside of that line for right now.
I don't remember the curve on the inside.
You can, the beauty of the gift finger, you can just take it out, look, and be like, oh yeah, it's right there. And then you can just put it back, yeah. And sometimes I switch down to this.
What is that, your metal rib?
Metal rib, and you keep it bent like that.
Do you want to go into your fingernail hole, or what's that?
I just work on the outside first. So like mine was pretty much like a cylinder, so I'm going to take some of this. But I'm always rotating between tools because I just like so many different ones. And I feel like everyone's just kind of sharp at different parts. And
Good job.
Alright, so I'm just fading out my surface. Now, for the inside. Now mine is really thin. Look. A little gentle, and then tap over here. As you tap in the center, move over.
Is mine really thin?
I think mine's like a really thin. So, you know, I'm just going to smooth off this top part because it's so thin. And I already went through one. I don't want to go through another. Oh, somebody asked what we're drinking. I'm drinking a Corona.
With no lime. It's weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Coronas are terrible without citrus. I love this page so much. Y'all are such inspirations for beginning ceramic artists.
Thank you for your nice comment.
Thanks, Case.
Thank you.
Blair, trimming is looking good. Thanks, girl.
Trimming is looking good.
I really like trimming. I'm glad we're doing this. And I'm glad this is practice for my real planters.
Yeah.
These are just fake planters.
I'm gonna
I don't know what to do with them.
I'm gonna try to trim a pot like you're gonna trim a pot instead of those because this has more of a bottom. So I just found my transition, marked it on the bottom, tighten this guy up. Hopefully he's centered. Check him out. He's a little wobbly, but I'm gonna ignore it.
We're gonna make it work.
You're gonna make it work. I like to draw that circle and then trim. Quick pace, light pressure. And I'm just matching the curve I made on the inside. I'm trying to create even thickness of walls from top to bottom.
Sure.
Okay, so you have the outside of your foot created. Now, ideally, you create the interior of your foot. So this makes it look like a donut sitting on the top of your pot. So I'm just going to establish that outside, fade that out like a baba.
Just establish.
Establishing the outside. Okay. Oh, my hips loosening up. All right.
You made these twins.
We're not twins. I'm younger. Remember with the sponge, what do we do?
0 to 3.
Center to 3. Center to 3.
I don't like that.
Same thing. Just lightly take
They
off.
don't know each other. That's funny, Libby.
Take off a little at a time and stop when you get to that line. Sometimes I just hang out on that line a little bit just to really instill it.
0 to 3.
Slowly.
Which is this way.
Yes, and patient, you're braced. And it's just like when you pull. If you go too fast, you'll put a spiral in it. The slower, the more steady and centered and balanced.
Quick pace, light pressure.
Quick pace, light pressure. Take off a little because if you take off too much, you'll have a hole in the bottom. So Blair wants to make bigger planters, but I said let's just trim these. Let's get the hang of this skill of trimming. Practice on the ones that you don't love because you might go through it. It might rip off the back.
Toes.
Look at these ribbons, so that's when it's fun.
Quick pace, light pressure.
That's
0
right,
to 3.
that's
Sounds
right.
like you're famous.
Yes, and I
I don't know if I can focus on trimming and everything.
It's a new
I'm
skill.
mesmerizing myself. I feel like I'm watching Molly's Instagram feed. Let me heart emoji it. Let me double tap myself.
Trimming really is special.
It is mesmerizing.
Oh, I didn't mark my bottom. Before you flip it over, mark your transition.
Mark it, dude.
Where does the bottom transition to vertical? That helps create the
I mean, that's not a bad pot. I still don't have much. Is it a big deal if you don't have that? Should I do
No,
more?
your problem would be how evenly thick is it? And I think that's very evenly thick from the bottom to the top. I think you killed it. And we'll just, okay, here's the last thing I would say. Spin it or tighten it and get a clean wrung out sponge. And see that harsh line?
Yeah.
If you take a wrung out sponge and just let it spin, it smooths it right out. Okay, how's it going over there? Blair threw 3 planters and 3 plates last time, and she's gonna trim them all.
Do I trim
tonight?
plates?
Yes, when you get to your plate, I'll show you the sticky bat.
Whatever you said.
Oh, here's another trick I have for trimming. I threw some coffee mugs earlier, and they're leather hard on the top. So I just put the whole thing back on and use my metal rib tool to give the lip a little bevel. And just to smooth out the outside a little bit. So once I trim the top, I can wire cut the bottom. So this is a mug I just pre-trimmed. Now I can trim the foot once it's ready.
Yeah, so this is thin, so I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I would just smooth it and get to your next one.
Alright.
Blair's trimming all the pieces she made last week. She's trimming planters, and now this is the dish to one of her planters. So we're going to use the sticky bat. It just sticks to the wheel. This is the sticky pad. I always want to say bat, but this is the sticky bat. It actually comes already on a bat.
That's cool.
Okay, and then watch when you spin it, if this pin rates, you can kind of eyeball like where your pot is. Like let's just say he's like there. And then you can spin it and draw a line at that mark. Here, you hold it. And just drop the pin and it will make a circle at that mark. We're slightly outside, slightly outside.
You don't want to jack up your sticky bat.
Yeah, this is part of the fun of the sticky bat. You can draw a circle and then you eyeball it to center. So let it spin, perfect. And then that helps you. So now you can stop it and put that right on there using that circle you just drew to help you center it. And then it sticks on there and you don't have to use any lugs of clay.
Cool. Cool.
And then you want to make sure that what you're going to trim is centered. Like you always want to double check. Look at you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're doing great. I'm marking my transition on the bottom.
I mean, to me, I think the big difference between your more recent pieces and your earlier pieces are you're able to throw things and they're so thin and lightweight and still such a nice shape. Like this is just a thick, clunky thing.
No, it's not. That's better than any of my early
And it's
pieces.
fine because it's, you know, just for a planter, but I mean, I like how thin your new stuff is. Not that it's thin, it's just lighter. It doesn't have as much excess clay.
Because I didn't throw it like that. I trimmed it like that.
What is it? Valentine's Day? People are in the spirit of love.
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 And here's also the beauty of the gift and grip. Oh, I think I'm done. Well, let me feel it. Nope.
Let me pop it off and pop it back
It's
on.
a little thick still
There, gift
there.
and grip. That thing really is. What a great idea.
It's a genius invention. And I'm going to use, whoops, sorry, my diamond core tools, sticky bat. They are so nice, and gift and grip to give me some of their awesome products, and I love them.
Some legit stuff.
So I can kind of put this on here and just kind of eyeball where it should be centered and just draw a circle. And then I can use that to help me eyeball this to center. But ultimately, I don't just put it there. I still feel it and see if it feels centered. And if I think it feels centered, I can draw a line on the top and see if that looks centered. And then once I'm centered, I'm ready to go. And then, what do you do when you're done?
Sign it like you're famous.
Sign it like you're famous. If not, why are you making it? I don't know if you can see my signature. It's a little messy. Okay, I see where y'all are from. Canada, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Maryland. Oh my god, I love this. Arizona, Help me.
Maryland, Arizona, the grip thing. I think the grip thing comes
Canada.
up too high. Florida, Hampton.
Hampton, you're our neighbor. Her whole husband's
My
family's from Hampton, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Hampton. Where's your friend?
Just live my
Atlanta.
day.
Brockville,
Atlanta.
Ontario.
Buenos Aires.
Wait, where's Ontario? Ontario. Buenos Aires. Second,
What is
Argentina.
that?
Iowa.
Ottumwa, Iowa. I've never. Harrisonburg.
Harrisonburg. JMU.
France.
France.
Alberta, Canada.
Atlanta and Canada.
Alberta, Canada.
Alberta. We got Ontario. We got Alberta. Can you show handles? So to pull a handle, I take some brand new bagged clay, make it into like a carrot, like a tapered, thicker on one side, thinner on the bottom. Dry left hand, wet right hand, and you pull through. Like when you play tennis, you don't.
Are they bad? What's my face look like?
Your facial expressions are
What
amazing.
does that mean? Now I'm totally self-conscious because obviously that means they're terrible.
No, Blair, you're perfect.
Like their screen name is Unapologetic.
Jamie, give her
what,
some.
are you giving me a complex?
Give her some nice feedback. I love Blair. I love Blair. Okay, so dry left hand holds the top thick part of the carrot shape. Right hand has to be wet. I have a bucket of water here. And you have to pull through. And you use the shape between your thumb and your pointer finger. And it makes whatever shape you want your handle to be. And plenty of water and pull through. Some people do this and they don't pull through and then it rips off or something. So you pull through. Pull handle. There we go. And then you would arch it.
2 minutes. 2-minute warning.
And you let it kind of get leather hard. And then once it's leather hard,
Your face
leather.
is like leather.
Leather face. Who knows what that's from? You'll be our favorite person.
What is that from?
Project Runway. You and your
I
leather
love
face.
you and your leather face. Yes. No one would get that.
Once it's leather hard, you can cut off. I usually cut at an angle. And you can cut the bottom. And I always attach this part first. If Blair's the mug, it's like that.
I'm a mug.
You can't see. And then when it's a little leather hard, it keeps it shaped a little better. But right now, it's like, woo. Oh, let's use this as an example.
Oh, let's just...
Here's the cut in half cylinder that we messed up. So you put the thick part on first, and I kind of do it in my lap like this. And I put that part on, and you have to score and slip. Sorry, I'm like really making this up like we're really doing it, but we're really not, but I'm just walking you through. Score, score, slip, slip, score, score, slip, slip, score, score again.
Score, slip,
Really
slip.
work it on there. I take my finger and blend that on there, so it's blended. Oop. Again, we're just practicing, pretending here. That's parts on there, and then I curve this to the arch that I want, and I cut off at an angle the bottom, and I put the bottom, so it's kind of on there, and then I take a piece of the original hunk. I love this song too. And I just put that there as like a Band-Aid and kind of squeeze it on. Extra score and slip. I don't know if you can see. So that's pulling a handle. I'll do it one more time. We have 30 seconds.
Go, girl, go.
Ready? Carrot shape. Thick part, dry hand, right hand, wet hand, pull through. Pull through. Oop, pull through. Oop, I'm ripping it off. So just pull through, plenty of water. And if you need one, make like 3, because they're not all going to work. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Throwing with Molly. We'll see you next Monday. Hopefully we'll have a mystery guest. Thank you, Blair, for coming.
Love
so
it.
fun. We trimmed tonight, and next week we'll throw again. Thanks for watching.